about to go to a hearing where his ex-wife is going to ask for the kids not to be around his father. And before he goes and kills his ex-wife, he brings over a basketball hoop so the kids can play at Grandpa's house.
Cool.
Of course, none of this helps Tim's case for murder, although he does try to pull the alibi card. He says he was home with his 3 kids at the time of the murder. There was no way he would have left them alone to go kill their mother. But it seems that's exactly what happened. Tim saw an opportunity in the middle of the night. He had gone over there multiple times before. He knew that Becky was home alone and was recovering from a surgery, and he preyed on her vulnerability. Now, thinking it might work to his advantage, Tim invoked his right to a speedy trial and was in court 3 months to the date after the murder, which we don't see very often. So he goes to trial in May of 2023. The defense tries to say there's not really any concrete evidence tying Tim to the scene of the crime. They say it doesn't make sense that he would scale the home to the 2nd-story bedroom and break in through one of the kids' rooms, that his DNA was never found at the scene, that the shoe print found in the home didn't match a single pair of shoes found at Tim's house, but the prosecution feels differently. Earlier, I mentioned how there were little pieces of plastic bags found near Becky's body. Turns out the assailant actually shot through a plastic bag, either as a way to catch
gunpowder,
the shell casings, or muffle the sound.
Oh.
And remember what Tim was found Googling how to make a homemade silencer?
Yeah.
By the way, those bags at the scene came from an Aldi supermarket, and they found tons of those back at Tim's house. There was also DNA found under Becky's fingernails. DNA that experts said they couldn't conclusively rule out as Tim's, but perhaps the literal smoking gun was the shell casings found at Tim's home. I mean, they are an identical match to the ones that had killed Becky. And while the gun itself was nowhere to be found, they felt confident that it came from the same gun Tim had took from Becky's home. So as trial only lasted 6 days, the jury returned after 4 hours and had a clear verdict. They found 40-year-old Tim guilty of first-degree murder. 3 months later, on August 11th, Tim returned to court for a sentencing hearing. After being told he would be spending the rest of his life in prison without the possibility of parole, the judge said to Tim, quote, "Mr. Bleefnick, you researched this murder. You planned this murder. You practiced this murder. You broke into her house and you shot her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times. I don't know how long it took you to do that. Some of those shots were fired while she was lying on the ground. And you did all of that while your children were upstairs at your house, laying snug in their beds." Tim has since tried to appeal